feel it's not fair enough. Yeah.
Senator.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you see, I'm happy we have started on a good note. But you know, we normally have our fights, and we're never going to stop fighting because we are fighting for a better Nigeria. Senator, all these things you said, it's not that people are just talking. Your fellow Senator Ireti Kingibe alleged that the Electoral Act was altered behind the scene, claiming that the version signed into law is a fraudulent departure for what the stakeholders agreed upon. And I can go through a litany of many other issues because there's no time. Time will not permit us. Is it the issue of removing certificate forgery as a ground for election? Is it restricted judicial review, section 88? You know, is it elite capture in primaries that people are talking about? Is it financial barriers for grassroots? I mean, there are many issues like that, so we can go over all of them. But I want to ask you one critical question. That is correct.
With due respect, Rufai, you asked for empirical evidence. Read the section of the Electoral Act that say all of those things that you read out. Those are speculations. They are untruth. And the thinking we can't proceed with that.
No, but what happened?
If you wanted to do that,
what happened to?
Just like I did on this issue, you should have rise up and speak to the.
Hang on a minute.
So sorry, how can anybody talk to Electoral Act?
Wait.
How?
Wait. What happened to section 138? That removed presentation of forged certificates as a valid ground to challenge an election in the tribunal. What happened to that? What happened to section 138?
Now, let me hear it again.
Section 138 that removed
that says
presentation of forged certificate as a valid ground to challenge election result at the tribunal. What happened to that? What happened to that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still have another question. Let me add another question.
No, you can add. Let's take them one by one.
Let me add the second question because of time.
Igbo man say, hurry the tear trouser. So
no, it's not the tear trouser. Make I ask my question.
But if you insist, you can proceed.
Good. The second question I want to ask you is, in reacting to the issue in South Africa, you said they should nationalize MTN and DSTV. Is it that you forgot that they are Nigerian shareholders? In fact,
I remember there are even more that should be done.
Wait, is it that you forget that they are Nigerian shareholders in DSTV and MTN?
Yes.
So they should nationalize the shares owned by Nigerians there too, right? Is that what you are saying?
Can I answer?
Go ahead.
Answer you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, what I said is, I am aware that MTN is quoted. And therefore, Nigerian shareholders can hold on, but we take away the South African rights. And because of the issue of abduction of the legal status, that's why I say you nationalize and then you reprivatize it so that Nigerians can take it over, and the profit they are taking out of Nigeria will be retained here. There will be no South African share in it. The same goes for the other bank, BCTH. There are quite a number of them like that. And Rufai, I am happy that after I make the point that the president of South Africa is a major shareholder in MTN, and as of the time I spoke, he has found it very convenient to keep quiet. I am also aware that during the campaign of President Ramaphosa for election to the office of president in South Africa, he made the issue that foreigners were doing the jobs of South Africans. Now the South Africans are hungry, there is no employment and so on, and they have transferred aggression against black people. So I said, when you hit Ramaphosa as president, you touch his economic interest in Nigeria, he will speak out. And call your colleagues in South Africa. Okay. They will tell you after they watch what I said on the floor of the Nigerian Senate. Thereafter, President Ramaphosa came out clearly to condemn the attack on black people. He didn't do so until I threatened his interest. But if you ask me, allow me, excuse me.
No, hang on, let me finish.
When you asked,
I beg you. But it's the same government that is saying they want investors. So how does that sound like when you can arbitrarily nationalize people's shares when they come to invest in your country and you want foreign direct investments? So if Nigerians have chaos with any citizen of any country, they nationalize their shares. That's how Oshiomhole sees things, right? We just nationalize people's shares like that.
No. Now what I want, Rufai, you place more weight on wealth than the life of human beings. If anything leads to the death of Nigeria, what is the value of wealth to the dead? If it is your own value system, that investment is more important than the life of Nigerians, that have been wasted and killed in South Africa, and the government is not on record as having convicted anybody to prison. And I know that those in government in South Africa are making money from Nigerian economy and cutting away that money to South Africa. Now, in my judgment, and this is a matter of value judgment, in my judgment, life is more important. We don't want investors who invest at the expense of human blood. If you need Nigerian blood to service, and you do not care about Nigerian human blood because you want to attract investors, I will say, even in my poverty, I value my life. Okay. If in your own case you value investment, etc. But you are wrong. You are wrong to say if we wait. No. Yes. Mr. Oshiomhole, why don't we nationalize the wealth of all Nigerians rich men because people are dying in the north? Okay. How does that argument sound? Why don't we nationalize the wealth of all Nigerian rich men because people are dying in the north? I will not be able to solve insecurity.
Senator,
let's start with that.
Before we go.
All right.
Senator, let me ask you this question.
That's your problem.
About nationalization. Even
No, you can't ask 4 questions with the answer. No, you are not talking to a deaf man. You have 3 questions you have not allowed me to answer.
Okay, go ahead, please.
You have obligation to listen to the person you have dragged out to come and question.
Senator Adams, now, please go ahead.
Rufai, this is to you. Rufai, this is to you.
Yes.
This is to you.
Yes.
Please go ahead and nationalize. That is not my problem. I do not belong to the excessive free market people. But you are comparing like with your like. But I ask you the question, Rufai, is human economy worth or foreign investor, foreign dollar more important than the life of a Nigerian? Answer the question. When a country, for the first time they kill Nigerians, they got away with it. Second time they riot, they kill Nigerians, they got away with it. Third time they kill Nigerians, they got away with it. Under Buhari, there was an agreement. They broke it, they are killing Nigeria. Nobody is in prison for murder, extrajudicial murder. You are talking about law. Is there no law protecting the life of foreigners who live in your country? Even if they were there illegally, there are legal ways to repatriate them, to deport them. Excuse me, what is money to the dead? If you are a slave of wealth, if you are a slave of foreign investor, even if that investor is blood soaked and he feeds on Nigerian blood, and you are happy with that because you want the dollar by all means, Rufai, you and I, we do not belong to the same school and we do not share the same value system. Money is not everything for me. Whatever you want to, if you want to trivialize it and compare like with your like, compare banana with oranges, it's your choice. But I am clear, Nigerians know where I stand. And I'm happy that Nigerians in South Africa, they are happy that somebody spoke for them. And even the South African president, after I spoke, and I accuse him of doing nothing, and that he will go on his knees to beg. When we hit him, he has made a broadcast condemning the attack, which he didn't do before I said it. So Senator, I have no regret whatsoever.
All right, Senator, thank you so much for your time with us.
Hold on. Senator, no. Senator, I wanted to ask you, this talk about nationalization is immaterial because even in the UK, Starmer is talking about nationalizing. Let me ask you about politics.
All right, let me put it clear.
Okay.
What did we
have to go? I'm so sorry, sir. We're out of time.
It's not just to nationalize.
Thank you so much.
When you take it out for them, you sell it and privatize.
Thank you so very much for your time with us today.
We
are so sorry for the time that